Hey, so how do I look? Like, what would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10 if you saw me walking in the streets like this? If I was a stranger or something? Really? You're not bluffing me, are you? I don't know. What if you're just sugarcoating things and... Hey, I know you told me that you didn't want me to go on this date, but it'll be just this once. I'll promise you. Well, Vanessa suggested that one way for me to stop rotting at home and complaining about my love life was to just go on a date. Plus, it's not some random stranger she found on the street. It's not dramatic like that. Well, if I'm not mistaken, she mentioned that they're her friend. Well, her brother's friend to be exact. And it's fine, I don't feel like I'm being forced to or anything. I've met them before, and she reassured me that he was at least a nice person too, so... I say that just in case you're not reassured or something. I didn't mean to tick you off. I'll be quick, I promise, okay? And thanks for being here with me. It means the world to me, seriously. And before I leave and... What is that I'm missing? My lipstick is... Thank you. I'll call you when it's over, alright? You don't need to worry if anything happens. Well, I am not insinuating something will, but... See? You are my emergency contact too. I told you that before, don't you remember? Well, I'll be off. I don't want to be late for my date. Wouldn't want to make it a bad first impression, wouldn't I? I'll see you later. Hey, it's me. Yeah, I just finished my date. They walked me home, so I literally just got out of the door. I could change into something more comfortable and head to your place soon, if that's alright with you. Well, I don't mind. Are you sure it won't be a hassle for you? It's a bit late and... Okay. Alright then, I'll make something warm for you if you're gonna make the trip here. I'll see you soon then. Hey, you really came. What do you mean? I don't mean that in any way. I mean, I am still pleasantly surprised, you know? Of course I'm happy to see you. Why wouldn't I be? Other than my feelings aside, I do have to hold up to my promise. Don't you think? Here, I made some chai while you were on your way here, with a little extra cinnamon, just like how you like yours. You didn't even try to let me sneak in some small talk. You just want to hear whatever happened. Too straight to the point, don't you think? Are you like that excited to hear about my love life or something? Not really. You didn't even give that guy a chance, you know? But yeah, the date was good. Nothing I could nitpick, really. He reserved a table for us. Vanessa probably told him I enjoyed pasta. So he bought me the Fellini's. The one with the famous squid ink pasta, yes. That was what he got. While I got the carbonara. Oh, and we got the tiramisu for dessert. And when I tell you how disgustingly good that was, I think he could tell that I liked the tiramisu a bit too much. Well, so much so that I brought it back for you. Thought we could share this one together while I blabbered about my date, so that I wouldn't look like that much of an asshole. He did offer to pay for this one, but I couldn't let him. This one's for you and me, after all. So, anyways, what she said was true. He had a lot of manners, held the door for me and all that. Very gentleman-like, you know? And he was nice and... What? I mean, I am telling you what happened, aren't I? Classic dinner date. He held onto my hand throughout up until my doorstep, and that was the night. He was great, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. Like something just didn't feel right. I know that love isn't supposed to feel like butterflies in your tummy or too much of a pitter-patter in your heart, but I just can't help that think we just weren't meant to be in love. Do you know what I mean? It was still a great date though, like a friendly get to know each other date. So by your standards, what else qualifies as a date? Well, I am in your home, yes. Then you think that this is a friendly date too then? Always has been? Well, you didn't tell me that. How would I have known? A little homey date. If you went on dates, well, obviously I would do the same for you. Who are we without the other? But honestly, if it ever gets serious, then of course, I suppose I would stop coming over and stop you from coming over. Yes. Well, only if your partner persists, then of course, out of respect, definitely. No way am I going to occupy you all for myself when you get intimate with someone else. You won't be alone anymore, and I guess we text less too. Don't want your significant other getting jealous or having the wrong impression of you, since to me, basically, you are the most endearing and thoughtful friend I have. No, I'm cruel. For what? Speaking my truth? I really do see you that way. I mean it. Even if the day were to come where we would stop talking to each other, I will still remember you as the greatest person, and I would miss you a lot. You would be someone who I loved deeply without realizing and without reason. Well, I guess now that I've said it out loud, I guess I realize it. Realize that it would make me sad if I were alone without you. And I'm sorry, I think I need to clear my head. A long night and I'm keeping you up. You need to leave. Thank you for listening, even though I went off topic and that was a kiss for me. Are you sure I didn't gaslight you into doing this by pouring out my feelings, right? It wasn't out of pity that you feel, alright? I told you, you were always selfless and caring and always putting other people's feelings above your own, and anyone would be lucky to have you. I guess I'd love to love you if you let me. Just let me. There. I have to be honest and thankful for the night he had planned, but I had to let him know I don't wish to pull two heartstrings at once. I guess what I'm saying is that I wish to be all yours. Will you let me have that? Stay the night for me, won't you?